Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tina and I'm going to be doing a reading, let's see, for all signs for the new moon. Okay, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just going to be doing tarot today, so thanks for coming. We're going to start with the Aries and go all through all the signs and just see, what this new moon could be bringing in for you. Angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Thank you for your messages and your presence today. We're on Aries. We would like some messages for Aries and this moon. Okay, so the cards that are coming out are Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. So that card is about, the things that you're going to let go of. Like, it's in Libra. So it might be like this people-pleasing kind of energy, because that's kind of what it, in all the information that I've been looking at, it's kind of like that's kind of the message about the Libra South Node. It's like trying to make everything right with everybody, So, hey, Dan, how's it going? Nice to have you here. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the eclipse. Yeah, I even got sunglasses. My grandkids are coming over. There's no school today, so I think we're going to be hanging out, which will be fun. Okay, so the other cards that came out is It's a Time to Give Rather Than Take, and conclusions are within reach. So this could be like, this is like the full moon eclipse, and we just had that, right? It was also in Aries. We had a lunar eclipse last time. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I even got the little sunglasses and everything. A friend of mine sent me a whole giant package of them. So hopefully, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. It's pretty cloudy outside, so I don't know. So spirits, angels, and guides, let's talk about a time to give rather than take. What are you trying to say here to Aries? Okay, this could be about, well, let me get some more. This could have to do with kids. It could have to do with knowledge that you have. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's got something to do with your family, though. Maybe you have knowledge, that you want to share. It's time to give rather than take. 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. One more, Spirit, to clarify. Okay. All right. I think it's about not holding grudges. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, sometimes in our families, stuff can happen. You got the Seven of Swords, right? And I think that what's happening here is your higher self is illuminating something to you, is what I feel like it's saying, like illuminating new information about something. And if your soul is leading, don't forget what your soul is. It's 100% pure love, So the way you respond, the way you react is going to be different, if you're going from your soul energy. It's just all about that love. Yeah. I kind of think there's something else going on with the comet today, too, isn't there? And then this month we have like all the, when the stars fall, what do they call that? When it looks like the stars are shooting stars all night. God, I went up to Lolo Hot Springs and watched that one time. Wow. I was thinking when I read that, I thought, God, I wonder if I could squeeze in a trip to Lolo. Because it's so up in the mountains, it's so far up. There's no lights around. And you can see those stars just coming on down. Conclusions are within reach. Tell me what's ending here. Whatever's ending is exciting. And I feel like it's like once the cycle closes out, you know, it's a toxic cycle. So once that is closing out, I feel like, you know, there's something really beautiful coming in, like a soul friendship. If you're in a relationship, you know, and you're struggling in it, I feel like there's something there that's kind of taking a turn too. Like you're going to understand it different. You're going to understand something about yourself, possibly with the Strength card, you know, like how to temper your energy. Yeah. And then ending of the cycle, you know, that whole South Node energy. So it looks to me like there's going to be like an opportunity for you to allow your soul to lead you through all these endings, you know, so that you can like close out this cycle and move on. But I love it that the Judgment card is here, because what it's saying to me is that, you know, it's your soul leading you through this, and the way you would respond and react to the conclusions within the, like ending a cycle, like all of that would be from a place of love. It would be from a heart space, and that's just a beautiful thing. I do feel like there's something important here with the South Node energy at the bottom of the deck looking at me, you know. What clarifies that is the World card. It's about ending a cycle, you know, like some kind of cycle that you've been in. And so I feel like just, you know, like kind of the whole message is like, let your soul guide you through this, because there's some things that have to be closed out and changed, and you're having to walk away from one thing and go kind of like the energy of Aries is kind of going out on your own, doing something new, you know. So I feel like don't worry about what other people think with the South Node thing, because I feel like that's what that South Node in Aries is all about. It's about trying to make everything right. It's trying to like level everything out, and not saying that you know, that you shouldn't be, you know, kind to other people, but it can't be your main thing. You know what I mean? Spirit, give me some advice for these guys. Give me advice for Aries, please. Yeah. It's kind of about opening your heart up and surrendering and creative energy, the Empress, right? So I feel like, you know, that's your advice. Open up your heart, surrender to your higher self, and own your power as the Empress, you know. So this is an Aries reading. Aries, you're already the Emperor. So what I'm feeling like this is balance. Like I feel like the new moon is bringing in balance for you, which could explain this Two of Cups. You know, it's your masculine, feminine. It's you and your higher self. It's balance. So that's what I kind of feel like is happening. There's balance coming in for you. I hope that made sense, you guys. Let's look and see what's coming in for Taurus. 929. Do I believe in Jesus? I spent the whole weekend watching Jesus. Have you guys ever seen that show called The Chosen? It's like it's a series, but I watched it on Prime, on Amazon Prime. Anyway, hi Jess, so nice to see you. Anyway, that show about Jesus, I watched it all weekend because, yeah, I do believe in Jesus. And I have forgotten, like, I'm really glad I spent the weekend watching it. I really needed it because I have forgotten, like, how really beautiful that guy was. You know what I mean? I really had kind of forgotten, like in my own heart, I think. Anyway, it was a great show. It wasn't about the crucifixion. It wasn't about his death. It was about his life. And it was really, really beautiful. All right, Taurus, what do you need to release? Surrender to the divine. Those are your cards. Let's see. Let's get this deck this time. Taurus, tell me about what do they need to release, Spirit? What does Taurus need to release? Okay. All right. So it looks to me like maybe you've been feeling kind of alone, Taurus, or feeling like no one gives a shit about you or something. It's kind of like that kind of energy. You're just feeling very lonely. And I feel like there's some dreams that you've been thinking about, that you've been dreaming about, things that you want, but you feel some type of way like you can't get it done. You can't go for it for some reason. And then the trust card comes out, you know, the 0 card. Hi. So happy you're here. Tell me about surrender to the divine. Okay. So I feel like you have your heart kind of locked up here, Taurus. It's like it's in a cage and you are, you know, not really. Yeah. This has something to do with your root chakra. So root chakra is basically about your basic needs. It's like food, shelter, water. You know, it's like your home structure, you know, like if your base chakra is out and you feel like you don't have enough, like the rest of the chakras are all not speaking. You know what I'm saying? So the card here is surrender to the divine. And I feel like whatever it is that you are feeling here, like that 5 of Pentacles also telling me, you know, like your higher self knows the way. I mean, you've got 2 cards saying it, one for each pile. It's like just this is your intuition and this is your soul just going like, come on, do you trust me? We can do this thing. I feel like there's something you really want to do, something you've been thinking about for a long time, but for some reason there's this feeling inside of you that's just like feeling like I can't. And I don't know, your commitment is being tested. This pile over here reminds me, look at you, shine and share the love, right? So in order to heal your broken heart one more time, it's about offering love wherever you go, you know, being kind to other people, and that's what makes your heart shine. It's what releases it here. It's what gives you confidence. I feel like you're lacking confidence to do whatever it is that you're dreaming of doing, something you wanted to do for a long time, you know, and I feel like you can do it, right? But you're going to have to talk to your higher self and just say like, what? Because your human is blocked. You know, you're blocking yourself from those messages. You've got a lot of 2s on here. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like you're due for a giant crown chakra opening moment. But look at the problem. You have this helmet on that's like preventing the light from getting in. I wonder if there's someone in your life or someone coming into your life, right? with the Two of Cups. And maybe you can't see this coming, or you don't believe it. Maybe that's one of your dreams, is like a person, or, you know, a love situation. You might want to look up 222 and 777. You have all of those here, Taurus. The Seven of Wands is here, and it's about choosing your battles. And so remember when I told you you have the root chakra here, which is your foundation? It's just here as a card. But now you have this choosing your battle ones, and it is the sacral chakra, the heart chakra, and the throat chakra. Those are the colors of those giant heads. So I feel like there's something that you need to speak about that's been hurting you for a long time. And for some reason, I mean, Spirit is saying, like, tackle one thing at a time, you know? Anyway, I see what is happening here is this crown chakra opening moment. So I kind of wonder here, is it if this refusing to see thing, I feel like you need to release that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you need to, like, do that in ritual. I do see forward movement here because I see 1, 2, 3. So I kind of feel like what'll happen is, one, your base chakra, like something might come in, like this is after you surrender, come in to make you understand that you are taken care of by source energy at all times, you know. 2, right underneath of it is the high priestess, which is your intuition coming out to tell you. And 3 is about sharing the love, right? So that's kind of what I feel like is the message here. Like, you could clear this chakra, this root chakra up, and then I think the rest of them will just open as it goes along. But it's the root one that has been blocking you. And look, there's 1 through 7. There's 7 chakras in our body, right? Of course, there's more that go above us and all of that, but that's really the chakras that are like right inside of our energy field. So I feel like, you know, so here's your advice. Share your love everywhere you go, and that's what's going to open up your heart. And I think, like, even this feeling of loneliness and being alone is going to leave. You know, it's just going to leave because it's not even true. I feel like your higher self is always with you, you know? And I feel like that's kind of what your higher self wants you to know. Like, you're never alone. I know it gets scary sometimes. It does feel like we're alone, you know, especially if some kind of weird shit's going on in our life, right? That. Let's see. Hi, Cruz. Taskeen, welcome, welcome. Cadbury eggs. My daughter just showed me she got a whole, like, one of her friends gave her like a whole box full. She goes, this will probably last me till next year. That's fun. Okay, let's look at Gemini. See what's coming in for Gemini. South, no, don't let your past hold you back. Your hard work is paying off. And bring love into the situation. So it looks like you've been working on something, and it looks like you're going to see something from that work coming on in. And bring love into the situation. That's always good advice, huh? So don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Spirit, tell me what that could be for Gemini. What is it that they're not letting go of so they can be something solar plexus? So this could be like coming up like heartburn or acid reflux. Like, it could manifest like that. So if you've been having that symptom, it's directly related to something that you need to let go of. Can you tell me what it could be here? The solar plexus? Okay. I feel like you're being called to do something, for sure, by your higher self. It's to go in a new direction. And I feel like you're getting some kind of messages. I feel like you might even really know what path it is, you know? I feel like you're getting direct incoming messages here. You know, are you listening? Are you open? Are you open to receive? Remember what I've been saying about these eclipses and the energy, and how we can be like woken up in the middle of the night with messages. We could get them during the day. Like, it's just like the veil is thin and we're learning things. And what it shows me is that you'll have some kind of thing here happening with strengthening bonds. Like, I don't know, Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is about like a new beginning, right? It could be like a new job. It could be a new way of life. This card really shows me like somebody meeting up with spirit, though, or else their higher self. Do you see that glow? It's almost like someone hugging another person. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's someone from the other side that this person is meeting up with, or if it's her higher self, but I feel like something big is happening here, you know, for you, Gemini. Maybe your higher self just coming on out and saying, like, I do know the way, you know? I feel like they're kind of giving you something beautiful, a new idea, a new project, something like that. But it's leading you here. You know, this is the Two of Wands. This is like a pathway lit up. Gratitude alarm. 1010. What are you grateful for today, you guys? I got so many people on here. Tell me. So I am grateful for my life. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I am a Gemini, and you know, I've had a lot of weird stuff happen in my life, and I'm just glad I made it through it all, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that I'm here. Okay. So don't let your past hold you back. Spirit's giving you new information, new guides, brand new beginnings here. Look at six of Wands is at the bottom, meaning like Spirit is like driving you there. Now the next card is curious and cool. Your hard work is paying off. What have you been working on? I feel like it's about ready to be successful. Believe it. That's what the bottom of the deck says. Believe and succeed. Hello. Oh, Jess, for my family, for my life, for my friends, and my soul family. Good one, Jess. Thank you for sharing with us. I appreciate that so much. How are you guys feeling? Are you doing the whole gratitude once an hour thing? How's it helping you? Okay. Here's the thing. Your hard work is paying off, and what this is referring to is the Nine of Wands. Go figure, right? It's like, it's kind of like what I was just saying, like, you know, my life's been really hard. It's been tough. But on the other hand, like, what do you do with that information? I feel like what you're understanding is honestly what every shitty situation has ever brought you, like, for good. Like, how can you help others? And this could mean like you're sharing your truth with people that you don't know, and being a teacher of some kind, offering classes, that kind of thing. Maybe you're teaching them how to like heal their inner child wounding, or see the abundance and the gifts that each opportunity gave you, each trial gave you. You know what I mean? Anyway, I feel like it's about to blow up here. You know, whatever you're doing, I feel like you're finished, right? Okay, so it seems like I'm wondering if you have some kind of a issue in your home, or with finances, either one. Like there's something. Spirit is just saying, like, I mean, where's the love, man? Here's your higher self going like, trust me, trust this energy that I am, like your higher self is just pure love. I feel like it's kind of showing you some love. Maybe during all of this veil thinning energy, you know what I mean? Saying just breathe. So I don't know if some of you are doing breathing work, but it could be. And that could be like the message, like if you want to reach your higher self and go to another level, do some breath work. I mean, that's all it really takes. And then there you are, ace of, with a brand new beginning. You have 4 ones on here, 11, 11, Gemini. You have 3 fours, 4, 4, 4. So 4s to me are all about kind of like your family or your base, you know what I mean? That's what 4s mean to me, is like kind of like your home base kind of thing. And it seems like maybe there's been, some problems with that, with like maybe feeling balanced in it or something. And I feel like, that's what's changing. There's new beginnings in your home. So don't forget about this. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 here as well. So you are going, forward. You're moving forward. And I think the pathway for you is clear. It's like you're being really moved. This is a cool card for that. For don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Because, like, look at where this is going. Up to the North Node. Your purpose. And within that power, purpose is power, is what I feel like. I do feel like the way you feel about your life is changing. Like when you felt before, like maybe my life sucks or something like that. It's almost like you're reframing that whole thing and going like, man, I'm so lucky that I know all this. I'm so lucky I made it through it all, Okay, Spirit, give me some advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini, Spirit. Yeah, a success again. Like you are just growing and healing. And I feel like what it's saying is like, just go with the flow here. Spirit is handing you gift after gift after gift, new beginnings, clarity, love, new ideas, right? And maybe like a higher level of relationship with your soul. Because I think like this hard work is paying off. I think that's where you kind of, your soul goes, okay, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you what it gave you. Maybe they'll even put someone in your life, that you can help because you've been through something, right? Yeah, solar eclipse happening in 2 hours here. So I better be done by then. I think my grandbabies are coming at noon. Okay, let's look at Cancer. 29, 26. Okay. Bring love into the situation. Balance spirituality and practicality. Be bold and make the first move. Gemini. I mean, not Gemini. Cancer. Thank you, Jess. Hello, hello, everybody. I've done Aries and Taurus and Gemini, and now I'm on Cancer cruise. Okay, bring love into the situation. It looks to me like you're manifesting something with this card. It's saying like you're manifesting some kind of maybe new beginning, maybe clarity that you want. Maybe you're trying to understand your higher self, what your higher self is saying, because I feel like what your higher self wants you to do is take the lead in some way. And balance. So I feel like you're being called to speak something, right? Speak your truth. I feel like maybe go with the flow. That's like the Wheel of Fortune card, right? So something definitely changing. And I feel like what's changing is the way you feel about maybe yourself, your life, your future. You know, I feel like you're focusing on really good things, you know, all the things that you have. And I feel like you're being called to speak about it. That's your throat chakra right there. So Spirit could be asking you to do something here. Yeah. Two of Wands again. That was out, I think, in Gemini. So, I mean, this could be your path, you know, the path that you had picked out when you came here, you know, your soul path. It could be about speaking something that you know from your heart, something that you've lived through, something that's burning to come out, you know. I feel like Cancer, honestly, it feels to me like Spirit is saying, like, you're meant to shine. You're meant to lead, you know, because we got this 2 and 3 of Wands is right here side by side. So it's like, here you go, spread your wings, because it's time for you to take the lead. They're both here. They're both here. And this one is almost like your soul coming out saying, like, it's time for you to lead, you know? So I kind of feel like that's sort of what's happening, Cancer. Like, you're being a leader in some way. Like, I almost, I don't know. I just feel so much like spiritual messages here. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, so you're changing. There's old beliefs that you need to let go of, whether they be, you know, old dogma that you've grown up with that just don't make sense to you anymore, or if it's beliefs about yourself, like, I'm not good enough, because Spirit is telling me that you are something special, you know, a teacher, even bottom of the deck, right? Meant to lead. You're meant to shine. I feel like you're due for like a huge awakening here, like a huge awareness. And I was just talking a little bit ago about watching that Jesus show, you know, and what it reminded me of about Jesus, you know what I mean, and Christ consciousness, because I feel like the way he walked the earth and talked to people and helped people without even, never a grudge, never a shitty feeling, right? And I feel like that's what's happening collectively, you know, or that's kind of a goal of Spirit. Like, they want people to be aware. They want people to be like that, you know, that Christ consciousness, because the more aware we are, the more we can help people, you know. Like, I was thinking about, like, when he gave the apostles, like, you're granted this ability to heal as well, and then they got to heal people, you know. And I was thinking, like, you know, all of us have it. We all have it. And it's just a matter of tapping in and, like, understanding that connection. Like, we're the same. We have that ability to heal people and also piss people off too, right? With it, like, you can tell people things that, you know, that spirit said to you, and And it does kind of like poke the bear for some people, you know, it pisses them off because it's not what they believe. That's exactly what happened back then. And I kind of think like, so that's why it's kind of a little bit scary to like just stand out here and say, you know what, we all have the ability to have Christ consciousness. We can all be healers. And I'm sure some people call me a blasphemer too. But I really do believe it. And I kind of think that's why he even came, was to show us what the possibility is when we really tap in. Okay. I'm not doing any like personal readings, and I'll tell you when I do them is when I put a little sun. Put a little sun emoji in the title. Then that's when I'll be doing a short reading and short card pulls for people. But I haven't done that. I guess I did it last week, but let's see. So we're on Leo. Angel spirits, guides, give me some new moon messages for Leo. There you are. Confidence is your key, and adjustments are required. And time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. So again, another little message about using breath work, right? Slow in, slow out. See what happens. Even if you just do that a few times a day, trying to connect in with your higher self, I mean, things just change. Okay, so confidence is your key. Solar plexus is coming out again. I feel like there's some big messages coming in for you with this 4, but I feel like you have a little bit of a block around you. But look what's coming in. Like this is the Judgment card, which is where your soul actually comes out, shows you something, tells you something, makes you believe. You can feel it. You can see it. You know who you are. Imagine what that would do when you actually see that. Have you guys ever tried it? Like in meditation? Like, what color are you? What do you look like? Okay, yeah. I feel like you have a crown chakra opening moment coming in, like big downloads. Maybe about, it could be about the way you view what's gone on in your life, you know, like the struggles that you've been in. And it could have something to do with your manifesting abilities too. It's like maybe you've been trying to manifest, but maybe you're having a hard time, you know? And a lot of times it's because of where you're at or like what you're hanging on to. Because I feel like you're kind of hanging on to this and it's blocking you, you know? Because here's how they came out, just like that. So the first card, the top card, is your crown chakra. The second one, like your crown chakra is trying to tell you actually how to manifest. But you are concentrating, like your head, your own mind is concentrating on all the challenges that you've been through. And the 4 of Wands is about your home, your stability, right? And here's what it's saying about it. Like adjustments are required here. There's something that's got to change. That's why that crown chakra is here. I feel like you're kind of blocking yourself off. Like you've got your heart tucked away. Like you don't want anyone to reach it. Something in that area is changing for you. Take time to breathe out. What's happening? Yeah. Because it's time to go on a new journey. Your soul is ready to run. It's ready to jump. It's ready to fall, right? And I feel like it could be about speaking. It could be about public speaking or speaking your truth about something, right? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of energy here saying like you're being guided to be a teacher. You know, you got a lot of chakras that are like being highlighted here. You've got, you know, solar plexus, sacral, the throat, and the crown. And so what I'm feeling is like you're being led to do something. I think you're getting a lot of downloads about stuff that's happened in your life and what you're capable of doing. And it's kind of time for you to like do the thing. Do the thing. It's teaching. It's speaking. However, you do have this block right here. It's like you're blocking the information from coming in. You know, like you don't see your own value is what I feel like. But if you believe in it, you will succeed. So now I see forward movement in the wand arena, 4, 5, and 6. You know, like it's forward, steady forward movement. I feel like there's challenges in your home. And I think maybe that is part of what's kind of like got you, I don't know, your chakras clogged up. And why you can't see. I think what you can't see is your value. Because over here it's saying confidence is your key here, you know. And you've got your crown chakra blocked. Both these cards. So let's talk about what could block your crown chakra. What could block that? Incoming messages, disbelief, alcohol, drugs. You know, because, I mean, how do we get the messages? We get them through dreams, right? So you need to have clear thoughts when you go to bed, which is hard for some people because some people are, you know, medicated. They just, so I feel like there's something here changing in that, you know, because you're meant for something. You're meant for great success with it too, by the way. And I think it's got something to do with all the stuff you've learned, all the stuff your soul knows. It could even just be about this one particular experience that's coming in, you know. I think when your soul comes right out and says, hi, how you doing? This is who the soul is, you know, this big ball of light. It's pure love and light. So we all know that our souls have a plan, right? And I really feel like we're kind of in like a kind of a turning point time, like Spirit's working with all of us, giving us all beautiful messages about what's coming up next for us, you know? Okay. Let's see. That was Leo, wasn't it? Oops. So, Leo. Okay, Virgo. I was thinking that I didn't do Leo, but I just did 43, 30. Okay. Virgo. Tell me what the messages are for Virgo for this new moon. What is happening today? New moon in Aries. All this energy in Aries, right? Wow. So much going on. Emotions are running high. I've been feeling that. And it's a time for healing. Bring love into the situation. Boy, that one's come out quite a few times, you guys. So I'm wondering, like, if we should all kind of, like, work on that today. Like, take some deep breaths and just be loving and kind wherever you can, whoever you come across. Were you guys feeling weird yesterday? I was not feeling happy yesterday. And I haven't figured out if it's the energy or if I'm connected to somebody and can feel their pain so bad. I kind of wondered. I didn't know what it was, and then I thought, well, maybe it's that connection. I'm feeling that pain. I don't know. Let's see. Emotions are running high. Yeah. So the answer here, again, it's almost like every reading, there's a card coming out saying, like, there's soul human contact, like face to face contact happening. And I feel like we need to like pay attention to that message because it's happening, you know? I mean, there is like this portal, and it's a portal of brand new timeline, you know? And I feel like you know, this is telling me that you're emotional, and it's telling me, like, I don't know, 5 of Cups, it's almost like grief or letting go of something, or something really sad hurting your feelings, I don't know. But the answers are change your focus, look at something different, you know, look at something else, stop thinking about it, move card, right? That's also the Cancer, or it's Chariot, so it's Cancer energy. But I feel like what it's saying is, like, there's this opportunity for you and your higher self to become one and go in the same direction, because that is kind of like these two cards summed up, right? It's like your higher self is coming in to change, to put you on a new path. Okay, time for healing. Tell me what's going on here. It must have something to do with that 5 of Cups, huh? What is Virgo healing about? What are they healing up from? Yeah, so see, your higher self is moving you onto this new path. That's like a 4th time this card has come out too. So I wanted to use these cards because they're just so spiritual, and that's what I mean for this reading to be. I feel like some of you, Virgo, maybe are kind of out of balance, and I feel like Spirit is kind of like, that's going to be healed up, your balance inside of yourself, you know. I feel like you're getting downloads about what you're manifesting. I feel like there's a lot of seeking, you know, like I feel like you're seeking Spirit, and Spirit is right there. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe some of you have felt very lonely, and I kind of feel like maybe this bring love into the situation is the Moon card, and I kind of feel like it's saying, like, it's your higher self, source energy, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, is kind of making you understand that you've never been alone, you know, because you have this 5 of feeling alone card is right between these two. You know what I mean? So you've got the crown chakra, which is an epiphany. It's like oh my God, I didn't know. And you've been feeling alone, but you've been seeking Spirit as well. What they're showing you is that you've never been alone, and that there is always an abundance of love right inside of you from that soul. You know, like that's what's funny about the soul and the human. You know, like the human wants to reject everything about itself. You know, like, my hair's too curly, I have too bushy of eyebrows, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too short, I'm too tall. Like, our human is just never really satisfied with itself. But I promise you that the soul is completely satisfied with everything. And I think that might be what your messages are going to be. So, I mean, when you guys are doing your ritual, if you do ritual, today would be the freaking day. Tonight, whenever, you know, light a fire and say thank you, and ask those energies to come in. Ask for your mind to shut up so that you can hear. You know what I mean? Because our mind just goes on and on and on about all the things wrong with us. That's why Spirit is saying, like, you have so many cards saying, like, I'm right here. You know, I'm right here. Here's the way. Just seek me. We're not alone. You are not alone. I'm always with you. So I kind of feel like there's a breakthrough here for you guys. Big, huge awakening. So be ready for it. And don't forget to be grateful. today. You know, don't forget to just be grateful all day for everything. Just think about all the things that you do have. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like picking apart yourself, like all the things that you don't have or all the things that you've done wrong. I promise you've done nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Let's see. Libra. I hope that made sense. 50, 23. Okay. Thank you, Jess. Thank you for helping me today. I appreciate you so much. I feel like I am 100% protected when I have one of you guys here that love me. I really do. I love you, Jess. Thank you. All right, Libra. Libra. Messages for Libra from this beautiful moon. I know that there's a lot of fear in the air today too, and that's why I kind of wanted to keep this message kind of light and spiritual, because I feel like there's so many people that are afraid right now. You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around about what's going to happen with this eclipse, you know. And, you know, I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, have we or have we not already gone through this same eclipse? I remember when there was a full eclipse, and I was in high school, I believe. So I graduated in 1981, so it could have been anywhere from 77 to 81. But I remember it because we didn't have school. And, you know, it was... I mean, nothing terrible happened. I really hate it when people just go on and on and on about the fearful things that could happen, you know? So, don't be in fear, you guys. Be in gratitude instead. Just turn that shit around, you know? Because this is a good manifesting time, and if we're feeling fear, we're going to manifest more fear. It's things to be fearful of. And if we're in gratitude, we're going to manifest more things to be grateful for. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, look at the bigger picture, Libra, and a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like, and your commitment is being tested. This could be about recommitting with something. This can be like, I am committed to my dreams. You know what I mean? Your commitment to yourself is being tested right now. You know, where are you at? Are you living in fear? Are you living in gratitude? You know, like that's kind of the thing. Look at the bigger picture and a personal issue. Spirit, give me some cards to tell me what's going on here. Okay, look at the bigger picture of this. This is the Empress. It's also the Nurture card. Love. So this could be about a situation, like a love situation, a lover situation, a family situation. Tell me one more. Give me one more card on that. The Empress, the lovers, and the what? Detached card 11. That's you. Okay. All right. So it looks to me like there could be, like, this is a feminine energy, right? And something happened. Somebody's sad. So you could be sad about feminine energy. Like it could be a mom. It could be a partner, right? And the 11 card here, which is justice, right? But in this card, it's about detaching. It's about letting go of something. It's about stepping out of it. It's about looking at the bigger picture, you know, letting go of whatever's holding you back. And I see that there's been heartbreak. This is the 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. See how this person is kind of like all in a ball here? Like, have you ever done that? Like, you're so sad and you're just like all in a ball. That's how you feel. Fetal position. Well, you could be sad about being in that fetal position if you want to, but to tell you the truth, this is where we get awakened. You know, this is where we get the giant awakening in this card, right? It's like this is where spirit can reach you. Like we get so busy in our day-to-day life that we don't make time for our higher self. And sometimes higher self knock, 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 and you don't listen. And so something happens. And sometimes I just feel like it's our own soul's plan, you know? Yeah. I feel like this is it. Your value. You know, I feel like there's a lot of you who don't know your value. You really don't. But like, look at this picture because it's real telling. And I feel like maybe whatever happened over here in this love situation, you know, it hurt you and you kind of lost your value for a minute, you know, like you didn't even know. Anyway, this card is a pretty cool card because it's the Seven of Pentacles, and that big guy tree in the middle is you, Libra. And so the thing about trees is that the biggest tree in the forest or in the grove or whatever really, really loves and takes care of all the little trees. Did you know that? So I feel like sometimes when we have a job, like this could be a job that you have and you take care of people and people are dependent on you. But I feel like it's more about just your life, you know? And maybe like sometimes we feel like, oh man, why am I even here? Well, you're here for a reason. And I feel like what's happening is spirit is showing you. Maybe they're going to show you all the people that you've helped. They're going to show you how many people you've inspired to heal because of your own healing. You know what I mean? I feel like, for one, there's kind of a twofold message here. And it's saying a personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like your own self-value is coming in pretty clear. Like you're understanding it. You're saying like, yeah, I get it. I went through a lot for sure. But I have healed. And I am helping other people. I just feel like the way you see yourself is changing. Yeah. Because see, you're looking through eyes of love now. Like that's what's changed in you. You've released whatever this pain was and accepted who you are. You're this beautiful, biggest tree in the forest, you know? And I feel like that's kind of a pretty cool message. So what's being tested here is like you have this dream. You have a dream, but it's almost like you lack confidence. I feel like it's coming in. It could have something to do with your family. You know, Four of Wands could have something to do with this love situation. You have a dream about it, but it seems like it's never, ever going to work out. I feel like, yeah, the Five of Cups is here. And it's saying, like, you got to stop thinking about the worst case scenario, right? So when you're being tested here, you're testing yourself. And you're feeling like, I don't know, what if it doesn't work out? What if, you know? Yeah. So basically what it's telling me is that you're a little blocked off. I feel like you're living in a lot of fear. I feel like it's all about whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is that you've been dreaming of, right? Because this card is about facing hurdles with confidence. And it says, I am committed to my dreams and go toward them with confidence. So I kind of feel like this is what it's saying is like, you're afraid that if you were to go for some specific thing, like this could be like a new kind of work or something like that, you know, a new way. And you're afraid because you're afraid of your family's stability, and maybe it will cause a fight, you know. But I feel like if you look at it from a little bit different perspective, honestly, kind of what I kind of feel like what you're doing because of your own past, I kind of feel like what you're doing is helping other people. Again, like I know, but I am talking to a certain group of people that get what I'm saying. So I trust that you guys know what I'm talking about here. Like being a teacher, being a light worker, being someone who helps other people break the chains of false ideas, false beliefs, right? Because you've been through it. I can see it. You've been through so much. And I feel like it's really important right now for you to like stop thinking of the worst case scenario and start thinking of how far you've come. Start looking at it from your soul's perspective. You know, like, what in the world did my soul have in mind? I've done that from a really angry position before. Like, fuck you, soul. I have done it. When my son died, I definitely did it. And I was mad for a long time. And then slowly, a little bit at a time, it revealed to me, you know, like, I mean, it's to help other people get through it too, you know, the knowledge that you hold. So, whatever thing that you've been through, whatever trials and tribulations you've been through, I feel like that's kind of what you're going to be helping other people with. You know, it's because you know it. It's because you've already lived through it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like Virgo, I don't know what you've been through, but is it Virgo? Am I on Virgo? No, I'm on Libra now. Well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Libra. So whatever you've been through, I feel like is what you're going to be helping other people through. So what a blessing, and what a soul path to be helpers. And don't forget what time we're in. We're in the time where there's a great awakening, a big one, a big awakening to Christ consciousness. So I kind of just feel like, yeah, that's kind of the message there. Whatever it is that you've gotten through, there's going to be people coming into your life that are either going through it, or they're you know, about to go through it, or something. And I feel like, you know, you don't even know you have the knowledge until you offer it to someone else. You know, you don't even know. It's kind of an amazing sort of journey. Okay, Scorpio is next. Tell me, Spirit, about Scorpio. Give me some messages from this moon deck for Scorpio about the new moon today. What are we expecting from this beautiful moon and all of the stuff that's going with it? It does make me wonder with all the planets, almost all the planets in Earth, doesn't it? Like, wow. It just makes me wonder, like, what's the big deal? What is the big thing for all of us? Because everything's Emperor energy right now. Okay, so the first message is you're safe. Your loved ones are safe. So if you had some kind of fear or something like that going on, because I know a lot of people are living in fear about this particular eclipse today, and natural disasters and all of that. I feel like this card is telling me you and your loved ones are safe, Scorpio. The first card here is hold your vision. So that's kind of about like having a dream and like just hanging on to it and like, you know, I still have this dream. It's a fixed moon. It's a fixed feeling, right? Don't let go of that. Because there's a lot of emotions and a lot of fear coming in with this moon, you know, so just keep holding your vision and stay in that. I feel like that's the first card. Tell me what hold your vision is here for, Scorpio Spirit. About love, about a love situation, about a choice. Maybe you have a certain person that you're with that makes you happy, right? Or didn't make you happy, right? Maybe there's a lot of turmoil going on in your life about a love situation, and Spirit is saying, like, don't lose your vision. Don't take your eye off of what you've always wanted, what we've been working for since the beginning, right? I feel like there's something that you have to kind of let go of, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, you know, 100% easy, but it's this card. It's kind of like you have to let go of something. You're hanging on to it. It's got something to do with a lover something to do with a lot of pain. But I do see you like waking up, getting some kind of an epiphany here with this card. You know, that big jumping out of that. That's like spirit giving you the information you need to move forward. And I think the first thing is to like let yourself let something go, like the outcome. For instance, like, okay, I'm going to let go of the outcome of this. I did the best I could, and I'm going to just keep going forward. I feel like you're being shown a new path, Scorpio. Two of Wands. And that makes sense because we have the North Node and the South Node. So you could be moved onto your North Node. And the North Node right now is in Aries, which is about, you know, taking charge of your life, taking charge, period. Emotions are running high, and I feel like Spirit is sending you in some kind of new idea. So whenever you get this epiphany, like you might get this feeling like I need to write this down, or you just grab a piece of paper and you write down a poem for some reason or whatever, right? Or you sit down and paint something. I feel like it's important. I feel like it's a message, and I feel like there's answers within that good idea. I feel like it definitely, while you're doing whatever the idea is, you're almost reconstructing your mind, like reframing a thought. Maybe it's about this love that they're talking about, but what's really happening is like, boom, baby. You know, that's the Judgment card. You know, this is like a full-on awakening with your higher self. I also feel like, you know, like this protection card is here at the end, and it says reach out at the end, and I mean at the bottom, right? This is the Three of Pentacles, and the message of this card is like in your roughest moments in life, the roughest ones, you are always being cared for. You're being held and protected by angels and spirits. You have a whole spirit squad that walks with you, you know? And sometimes we get really in fear, and I feel like there's some kind of note here about you feeling a lot of fear because of this card that says you are safe, you know. And I feel like if you feel like you're not safe, reach out. I also feel like your higher self is coming in, and I feel like they're changing the way you see things with this Ace of Cups. This is love abounds. This is about looking from a heart space instead of, you know, a human space, from a, you know, everything bad happens to me space. You know, you're really looking at it from your heart, which is basically your soul, right? I feel like there's balance coming in for you and a lot of messages from your higher self. So stay tapped in, and reach for spirit, reach for your higher self, because I feel like there's a lot of new information coming in that's going to be helpful to you, Scorpio. Okay, Sagittarius. 108. Okay, Sagittarius. Jess, how is the babe? Jess, how's your baby? The answers you need are coming. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are emotional right now. I got this card for you too. Emotions are running high. And also hold your vision. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about, that you want, like this long-term goal, don't let go of it just because you're afraid. Don't let go of it just because you're emotional. If you don't know how you're going to get there, just don't worry about it. It says the answers you need are coming, right? I feel like there's a lack of balance in your life, Sagittarius. Maybe about work, right? I feel like it's time for you to shine. But I feel like you feel very alone and sad. but clarity is coming in. Tell me what the answers are. Okay, so I kind of feel like your body's talking to you in some kind of way, right? There's an ending coming. So like there's like an end of a cycle. This is the 21 card embrace. And what it means is like a cycle is complete. These are karmic cycles. These are lessons that you've learned, you know? Like it tells me that it's time for you to have wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? Like it really is. It's kind of like it's your turn to get what you want in a way, right? And your higher self is trying to get you that there. And I feel like they're giving you all this really good energy, right? In like clarity of belief. I feel like your heart is shining here. So I feel like you're feeling some kind of good way, right? But there's this feeling. I'm alone. I'm all alone. So I kind of feel like, you know, there's a lot of good stuff coming in from spirit, but I see human stuff kind of trying to hold you back. So whatever it is that you're working on, is it a giant mural here? I don't know. I don't know what you're working on, but hold your vision on it. Keep working on it because it is going to work. You know, your wishes are coming true here. Spirit, give me some messages, advice for Sagittarius about this moon, Spirit. What's the messages for advice? Yeah. You can manifest anything you want. Higher self is trying to show you. And that vision that you have comes from your own higher self. So it's not going to fail. And I just feel like you guys need to know that. You know, no matter how crappy you're feeling right at the moment, there's tough energy right now, you guys. A lot of kind of crazy energy, really, with all that stuff in Aries, especially if you're not in Aries, you know. So it's unfamiliar territory, and it could be like, oh, I'm going to start my new business and everything's going to be great. Or it could be temper flares and shit, you know, like think about the emperor, both sides, high and low, you know, and everything in between. And we have like every planet, Venus and Mercury is retrograding in there. We've got the sun, we got the moon, and we've got the North Node. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of us being pushed into like taking charge of our life and taking a new approach, right? Hi. Yeah. So yeah, I bet Aries, with you being like, especially if you're an Aries rising, you know, I mean, if you're an Aries sun, it could be like changing your whole persona, you know, because of the ego, right? The sun represents the ego. But if you're a rising, you know, I mean, that's your own self. Like that's the way you project yourself even. So it could be, I don't know. I just think it's a little wonky, a little tough energy. So I guess my whole idea here is to like encourage you guys to tap in like all day, you know, every day, like just keep tapping in because like we're being moved to go down another path. We're closing out cycles and walking away from people, and people are being just removed out of our life, like friends and work, and like this just doesn't serve me anymore. Like, okay, Capricorn, tell me what's coming in for Capricorn, Spirit. Okay, time for healing for you, Capricorn. You're very close to achieving your goal, and it's a time to give rather than take. So healing, let's clarify healing for you. Spirit, tell me what the healing card is saying for Capricorn. Clarify a time for healing. What are they healing from? Heart. time to heal your heart, Capricorn. Yeah, look at who's coming. Your higher self. I mean, every time I see these cards, this one and the Judgment in this deck, I mean, I just feel some type of beautiful way. You know, the message of it? Like, I just feel like, wow. So your higher self is coming out because they want you to see a situation from different perspectives, because it could be it's about love. But I feel like your heart has been kind of broken in a love situation, right? That's ending. That heartbreak. The spirit is saying like, no. You felt the heartbreak long enough. We're closing out the cycle. It's time for you to have what you want. It's time for your wishes to come true. It's time for you to heal, Capricorn. You're close to achieving your goal. What does this mean, Spirit, for my collective Capricorns? You're close to achieving your goal. Okay, so I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons, a lot of strength. You have a lot of clarity. Blossom card too. Look at you. You guys are really having an awakening. Do you see? Look what's happening. Your higher self is coming out to heal you. The healing begins right here. Now, remember over here we had the Lovers? Well, here's what's coming out over here. You're very close to achieving your goal. It's telling me you're strong. It's telling me that you have a big, huge amount of wisdom, but you're kind of still looking at what you lost over here. You're getting clarity on something, right? It's because your higher self is here to show you, and you're starting to heal from it. So this could be read a couple of different ways, you guys. I didn't really want to make this a love reading, but it's definitely here. And so I feel like maybe you got hurt in the past. And I don't know if this is saying like, you know, a whole new person's coming in, or if there's healing in this relationship. You know what I mean? It could go either way. But I kind of feel like, you know, there's a new beginning with love. And it's one where you're healed. It's one where your higher self is guiding you. It's one that was planned, you know, like your higher self is coming out saying like, I know the way. I know I know how to heal. I know what needs to be healed in a Two of Cups relationship, right? So then the final bottom of the deck here is a time to give rather than take. So let's see what that means. Okay. Yeah, look at, they're just talking about a lot of healing here. I feel like some of this could have something to do with inner child wounding, something that had a very long time ago, right? It's something where your heart was kind of like, you kept your heart to yourself. I feel like some of you could be having some like acid reflux kind of problems about a decision that you have to make. It's almost like you're at a fork in the road here and you don't know which way to go. It's a go with the flow moment, right? Lot of major arcana going on in this pile, a time to give rather than take. So I kind of feel like you're being put on some kind of a new path. It is a destined path, and it is maybe a heart healing one. Your higher self is guiding you there. Tell me what's going on here. I almost feel like oh, again, a lot of spirit involvement here with your higher self. I feel like you're going to be walking away from some kind of old ideas that you had about yourself. You know what I mean? Because it's got like you know, like your heart blocked off and you can't make a decision and all these things. And I feel like that's what is changing for you. And I think it's because you've been asking. I feel like you've been seeking. You know, this is the Hermit card. So maybe you've even been kind of off by yourself a little bit. But what I see mostly, Capricorn, is like a million major arcanas, which tell me like, this is your soul journey. You know, you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 cards here that are major, which tells me that, I don't know, you're like at the end of a lesson. You know what I mean? Like you learned it, like you healed from it, like it's over, and then on to something brand new. And I think that's what's, you know, it's pretty clear here. It's telling me that you're closing out this cycle. So let's see. Spirit, give me some advice for Capricorn. I feel like out of everybody, I mean, you have more major arcanas. There you are, heal, breaking the chains. So, you know, Capricorn, you could have very well been like in some sort of more major arcanas coming out, right? It's talking about healing and trusting your higher self. And that's what I think, like at the end of the day, put it all in a nutshell. Your higher self wants to take the lead here. In some kind of situation, you know, maybe in every situation. But I feel like you're going down some kind of new path. It is definitely a planned out path. It's Wheel of Fortune is here. It's got something to do with your childhood. It's got something to do with healing hearts. And it's got something to do with tapping in and starting new. So I don't know. I'm getting a lot of messages today, like a lot of like, you're being prepared to be a healer and to help people. So you could be helping people like raise their vibration. It looks like there's a lot of things going on in your little world, you know, for like, then for this new moon cycle, right? Which lasts what, like 6 months? You know, so over the next 6 months, I feel like, you know, you could be having like major breakthroughs with your higher self, which I think is exciting. 122. All right. Aquarius. Hi, Devil. How's it going? So has anyone else seen that show? The Chosen? It's like a series. 3 season series about Jesus' life. It was pretty cool. All right. So Aquarius, you need to, it says confidence is your key to success. Balance spirituality and practicality. Oh my gosh, there's another. There is another. I think Devil, I've already done the reading for the eclipse. Like all you have to do is look through my information. Like I just did it like a couple days ago. So I think whatever your star sign is probably, you know, I've already given the reading for it. Tell me about confidence. Confidence is about love again. Damn it. So much love situation, right? Okay, so it's telling me that confidence is your key to success in love. And then it comes out with the shine card, the sunshine card, right? So that's about focusing on happiness. And I feel like maybe there's some of you who've been like kind of struggling with some kind of problem with the somebody that you've already been with, Six of Cups, someone you can't stop thinking about. So Aquarius, yours is kind of a lot about love here. Nothing's set in stone here for this particular relationship, but I feel like what you need to understand is your own value. Seven of Pentacles. You know, that's the one where the tree is the tallest. I feel like don't forget your value. You know, sometimes I feel like with, especially relationships, you know, like, I mean, you attract what you put out. So I feel like if you're being this, understanding your value in the universe with the Seven of Pentacles, let me show you. So you realize that you're the tallest tree in the forest in this card, what it's telling me. And that you play a role in something much bigger, you know, in the universe. And I feel like you need to understand that before a Two of Cups person comes in, you know what I mean? Because it's saying confidence is your key. And there's something here that's stopping you from moving forward. It's the Six of Cups. It's someone that's on your mind. It's someone you can't stop thinking about. It could be about a childhood thing. It really could. But I feel like since the Lovers is on one side and the Two of Cups is on another, I feel like it's really talking about a specific love situation, you know, that could be holding you back from, you know, a better one even, you know. So kind of like the whole thing of it is confidence is your key. Here's the Sun card. Let yourself shine. Let your soul shine, you know. Tap in to that soul piece. Find that soul piece and own it, because I promise you it's beautiful, you know. I mean, they all of our souls are beautiful. There's no ugly soul. It's all beautiful. Sometimes the paths we choose, you know, sometimes can feel dark and lonely and scary. But I promise you that your soul is none of those things. So I kind of feel like you're in this sort of like dark place here, and I feel like there needs to be some balance between you and your higher self, because I sort of feel like if you understood your value in the universe, Seven of Pentacles, I'm the tallest tree, I have much to offer to all kinds of people. I think you're going to attract someone like that, you know, and it's not going to be somebody that fights with you. It's going to be somebody who feels the same way about themselves. Like together you could be a power couple, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel like. Give me some advice for Aquarius spirit. I feel like there's a big awakening coming here, and I feel like what it has to do with is like your own light, your own value, you know, because it's the Nine of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles is about achieving a goal on your own with your higher self, right? Understanding that you and your higher self are a team, seeing things different. It's like once you really understand and accept that knowledge, it's like, I mean, you do have confidence in yourself, you know, and you actually realize that you don't honestly need another person to make you whole. And then you realize your value, and I kind of feel like that's when your person comes in, right? Two of Cups. I don't know why this is coming out like a love reading. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to. But Spirit sometimes just wants to say whatever is going on in your life, right? So I kind of feel like there's this place in you that needs to understand, like your higher self and you make a great team. And the two of you together can manifest really anything. And you understand also that your higher self is not scared. And so why is your human? You know, a lot of things going on in the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of enlightenment. There's also a lot of money underneath this guy. Solid gold. Best vantage point of all. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have a wealth of knowledge that you could share with other people, but for now I feel like it's about you and your healing, And I think there's someone coming that is a perfect match for you. But, you know, I guess it depends on how quickly you understand your value, you know. How quickly when your higher self manifests, like the Nine of Pentacles, like, man, I'm fine all by myself. I'm not dependent on anything but source energy, you know. Oh, and I am source energy. You know what I mean? Big awakening to that. Like, that's the big awakening. That we're all connected to source energy. We're not apart from it. It's what runs this body, you know, all of ours. And I feel like there's a lot of huge awakenings coming with this energy of Aries. 130, 36. So again, I'm going to say to you, because you had that shine card, I feel like it's really important to focus on the good that you have. Stay positive in your gratitude. Stay grateful. I think it's important for this awakening and for your role in it too. Like, what is your role? You know, what does Spirit want you to do? Okay, angels, spirits, and guides. We're on Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. Ooh. A win-win or forecast. A personal issue reaches resolution. Well, Pisces, so happy to see good messages for you and working through your fears. A win-win forecast. So something's a winner for you. Yay, let's see what it is. Tell me what is the winning outcome for Libra here. Yeah, you're understanding remember that Seven of Pentacles? That's coming out quite a bit too. Holy buckets. Okay, so you're really having an awakening. Seriously, you're seeking it. You're talking to Spirit, and it's talking back. And you're realizing who you are. A win-win forecast. So, Pisces, I see a giant awakening for you. A giant one. I mean, this is beautiful. Higher self is at the bottom of the deck, leading the way. A personal issue, what is it for Pisces? What is the personal issue for Pisces? So this is like some kind of a, problem. Challenging times. So I don't know what's going on with you, Pisces, but your third eye is here, and as is the Blossom card. So that is the same thing as your higher self, right? I feel like there's an ending of some kind of a cycle, an ending to this problem, this challenge. There's a lot of love coming in for you too, Pisces. And I feel like now kind of is the time, like, to offer love to other people, because I do see a broken heart here for you, you know. I think it's ending, but I think you're part of the ending of it. It's by offering your love to other people. How can you do that? Be kind. Listen. You know. Have you ever noticed that about, like, some, you know, like, you want to say something to somebody, but nobody ever wants to listen. Like, they always talk about themselves. They'll cut you off and they'll interrupt you and all that shit. I feel like here's your chance to not be that person. Don't think you know everything. You don't have to have a solution for everybody's problem. No. You just have to listen. Smile, give a hug. That is all this Share the Love card means. Be a friend. Be kind. It heals your heart, and it heals everyone else's that you're doing it for. So I just feel like that's a really important message here. And I feel like once you close out this challenge, you know, like, I feel like Spirit is closing out the challenge for you. And it could just be by even just being kind, you know, because you're seeing a lot about yourself here. You're asking spirit. I feel like spirit is coming and saying like, man, you have no idea what you can do to heal people. So I kind of feel like maybe you didn't know that about yourself. Work through your fears. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of fear here about you guys, for you guys. And I wonder if it's about, yeah, it's about transformation is what I feel like it's about. And I feel like, you know, do you have a fear of transforming? Because I see it happening all over here, you know, but I feel like you're getting a full-on crown chakra awakening here to see what's in common here, right? You've got the third eye and the crown opening up for you, and there's a releasing. There's a releasing with this release card, right? And what it looks like to me, like it definitely could be like just taking off the old skin. Like, I'm not the same person anymore. I mean, who would be the same person after this experience? You know what I mean? I bet you would be offloading a lot of stuff when this soul comes out and shows you how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how powerful you are. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you're going like, I don't need to carry around this old itchy beliefs anymore. That doesn't really match with what my soul told me, right? I feel like you're getting a lot, like, huge awakening. I mean, the kind of awakening that I'm talking about, like this eclipse is powerful enough to bring, you know? It's a whole change in the way you do things, in the way you see yourself. And sometimes when I look at this card, I feel like this old stuff that's being sloughed off is beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough. But you are. And I feel like you're going to be shown who you really are. And I'm super excited for you guys. So I feel like whatever this personal problem is, this challenge, I feel like your higher self is like kind of just taking it out of your head. You're working on it too. You're doing your own work here. This is the Hermit card. Look at this person seeking, hands up. I'm ready to receive, spirit, right? So I feel like there is some kind of fear about a transformation. Like, you have a little bit of fear, but I feel like your higher self is like on cue. So a lot of big changes coming with this new moon. So you guys make sure and use the energy, you know. If there's something else that you need to release, write it down, throw it in the fire, burn it up, whatever you want to do. And don't forget to be grateful. Okay, that's my reading. I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys have a great day, and happy eclipse. Stay positive.